Anyone confirm? Are you able to see my screen?
Yes,
Yes.
you are able.
Great. Okay. Thank you for all of you to join the session. And yeah, so myself, Saikran, I'm having total 12 plus years of IT experience and relevant to SAP integration. It's almost 8 years. And yeah, so we are discussing today about the most fastest growing technologies in SAP ecosystem, SAP integration suite, right? So here the agenda of today's demo is I will go why integration is required. If integration is not there, what is the problem? How we can solve with the integration? And what is integration suite? What does it do? What are the capabilities as there in integration? And why huge market is built for this particular CPI? I can explain. Then I can go the topics of integration suite capabilities, cloud integration, API management, event mesh, and open connectors and event advisor. So we can discuss all of these capabilities one by one, and then I will finally tell you what is the real projects we are working in this particular course alongside course content. And also I will show you the welcome pages or home pages we can call to SAP BTP and integration suite. What is SAP BTP also you would like to see once I can show you demo. Okay. So during this particular course, we will cover all major services with SAP integration suite. Like as I said, CPI, API management, and these are all capabilities we will cover as much as all the related information we will provide. In our classes, we can go with theoretical, and I will provide the theoretical documentation alongside. Every class has been like one demo will be there, and you need to be practice there. So we have an option from SAP side that we can create free trial account SAP BTP for 90 days free time and SAP CPI for 30 days. So we can use to practice all the things in SAP CPI. Okay, we can show you. So also we can particularly not only capabilities, also we can discuss in this particular CPI course about securities, how certificates will manage authentication and monitoring, how we are error handling, and we can do deployment strategies, and how we can follow all best practices we can do one by one. Okay, so by end of particular this course you will be able to design, build, deploy, and monitor. That is also very much important. If developers thinks why we do monitor, but monitor is important for already existing interfaces we need to manage. So troubleshoot, support enterprise integrations, everything we will cover. So we can go one by one. First one, we can see why integration, right? So you can see here the person like employee is there. Employee can communicate with success factors, ERP system, Salesforce, payroll, security, everything is related, right? Suppose SAP S4HANA will be like for ERP system, success factor is for HR, Salesforce is for CRM. Like Ariba here, Ariba is there, right? Procurement and service now, every IT consultant can do with service now. Learning management, everyone knows mandatory trainings will be there. We need to do trainings, and also this is all part of everyone's employee activities. So if integration is not there, what happens, right? Suppose an employee join in the organization, their data will be updated in success factor, right? If success factor, who will update? HR will update, but the data is not going to ERP, not going to Salesforce, not going to payroll, because these are not interconnected. They are not, every application is independent, and these are all like isolated. So because of these problems, whenever he updated the information, then he will send the details to some ERP system. Then ERP system will send details to Salesforce. So each application is specific purpose in this particular organization, but these are isolated. Because of that, the problem is, suppose an employee changes their address, example we can say. So HR update the success factor, right? So manually update success factor alongside the other team's payroll or ERP or Salesforce. They will also do manual updates. There is a chance of delays. There is a chance of duplication will happen. There is no communication between teams, and it is dependent on one particular person update the things. The other team will go ahead and do same updates. So because of this, these are the problems, like multiple applications, different systems for different departments are there. These are not communicated each system. So communication is not there. Everything is manual work, duplicate chance, because it's a manual means it's definitely there is a chance for duplication. Each one has dependent and there is no communication, delays will also happen. If suppose 50,000 employees are there, we need to update their address or phone number, someone is changed in the organization, normally it will happen. So how much time it will take, how much delay it will take? For each one, he has their own problem. So enterprise need centralized integration platform to connect systems, automate process, and drive efficiently. So that is what integration does. Okay, see the business problem we can see here. From manual and disconnected to automated integration. You can see the problem we already discussed. Without integration, suppose employee created, new employee onboarded in HR system, HR updated SAP, like ERP system, suppose, I mean, success factor system. Then success factor details will be passing to on-premise system, because every company manages their employee details in on-premise system. They don't want to expose to internet. So it will happen. Then payroll team definitely need to come and update employee details, because their banking details, their like they need to be update all their related to finance, right? For payrolls. So these details needs to be updated. And email team can create email, like Active Directory team, create email and teams. These will be happen. Security team will do all the related roles and responsibility they need to be assigned. And learning team will what they can do. If you join any company, they will provide you mandate trainings to complete to get accesses. So these all will be happen one by one if it is not integration. So it will be delays, time taking, and moreover it is duplications will happen. So these all problem with this without integration. The solution is cloud integration, like integration suite is provided by SAP. This will be connected all applications. It is either SAP or non-SAP. It is a cloud or on-premise. Every system will be able to connect each other. What is the use of this? We can update something, employee details in success factor. Success factor itself send all the information to downstream systems like HR system sent to payroll and ERP system, or any like Salesforce system or any other systems. It is any system, Active Directory, Microsoft Active Directory. It will communicate with third party like Microsoft, Google, or Amazon, anything. So this is the very much advantage to communicate each application or system with integration. So the process will be automated. Once you can set up all the things, you don't need to worry about it. It's whenever the something update in success factor, the event will be generated. Whenever the event is there, automatically the integration flow will be triggered. The integration, the data will be automatically processed to all the downstream systems. So this is daily happens every day. We can set up normally in companies. Each integration will be set up daily or weekly as per their business requirement. So this is the base. This is the main, and the purpose of integration is this is what, right? So next we can see the architecture. So how it is, we said it is a centralized capability there for integration between them, right? SAP integration suite is middle of source systems and destinations. So you can see different systems are there in source. SAP systems, cloud applications, databases, files. Here also different system. There are, see, we have only 4 types of systems. It's either SAP system or non-SAP, or either third party, right? If it is a cloud or on-premise. That is the applications we have, that is the systems we have. So we can go with communication. So what does do integration suite? Integration there are multiple capabilities. One of the capability, like CPI consultant is one of the capability. Apart from CPI, we can do API management. We can go with event mesh, open connectors. So I can tell you next slides, these all capabilities, how it works. So here the source is connected to SAP CPI, like integration suite to target systems. So the key capabilities of these things we can discuss in next slides. Because of this integration, we can connect applications and process data, and we have real time everything, the data whenever it is triggered, automatically the process will be on. So it is real time. And security and compliance. We have enough member of security is there in CPI. Like we have OAuth authentication, user credentials we can use certificates, client certificates. So there is a enough like security is there, and API management is based on security purpose. So we can see, and we can increase the capabilities, secure and flexible. So we are don't like, it's not on premise, right? If we need to spend lot of amount for setting up all the things, but in cloud SAP CPI is a cloud, so we don't worry about increase or decrease of capabilities like systems. So it is a scale up and scale down, you can increase and do. So, and these all also SAP provided AI, artificial intelligence. Because of that, we can manage all the things very much better. So this is the architecture, simple architecture for integration suite. Integration suite is there in the middle of central, where it will be communicate with all the things. So here BTP is there, right? BTP, I'm just going simple thing. BTP is business technology platform, is like a one particular roof provided by SAP. All cloud related things will happen in BTP. Integration suite is one of the capability in BTP. BTP has other capabilities like data and analytics, and it will handle application development, and it will handle what we can say. It will also handle analytics, and it will also AI related things. So BTP we have different capabilities, but we don't discuss much in BTP. My next class will be going with BTP only, but just that is we understand how it will be using. But the main concentration and main the CPI consultant work will be happening integration suite. That is a primary capability in BTP. All cloud related applications there in SAP is BTP. It is like a single platform. You can say SAP cloud platform, like Microsoft, how we have like azure.microsoft.com is a home page for that. Like BTP is our home page where we have subscriptions creations, and whatever the information we need to create global accounts, or we can create sub accounts. So all will be happening in BTP. After that, coming back, like CP integration is one of the capability and one of the service we are enabled and working accordingly. So here you can see why SAP integration suite and what does it do, right? So SAP integration is like one platform, unified platform, all integration capabilities. It means not only integration, it will provide real time using API and event mesh for event related, like sensor related information, right? If you want to do something and it will be immediately event will be generated, that event capability need to be noticed to the event mesh. Event wells will send the information to their systems. We can call like producers and consumers in event mesh. So producers, we have registered multiple applications as producers and multiple applications registered as consumers. So whenever the producers will send an event, the event mesh is not like middleware. It's just keep some time for memory those events. Once it will be processed, it will be again empty. So this will be just process the events from producers to consumers. Like all related integration, it will be one unified platform, that is integration suite. And we can connect data, process, application seamlessly, end-to-end integration. It will be, we can do integrations, we do transformations, we do message mappings, we do routing. It all depends upon target system requirements. Okay, security, as I said earlier, we have privileged, and like privacy is very much important concern in CPI, because we are connecting third party systems, we connecting other cloud connectors, like these all will be outside our particular organization. So definitely we are using public keys, private keys, like we are using OAuth authentication, client certificates, PGP keys, right? So these all matter. I can tell you all security has how we are built, and scalable and flexibility. It will be whenever you need, you can pay and get it. If you don't, you can stop it the service. And faster, because of integration, every time it's a faster. As I said, AVA is already introduced in SAP. It will be innovation for ready. So because of these results, we can product will be increased, and there is no duplication of data. No, there is no delay, and business will be grow faster. See, business always business decisions will be make on immediate results. So they can analyze data and they can take the decisions accordingly. So we are getting information in proper time. They can take a decision. Suppose if we can provide the information already, the time will be passed. There is no use with the data, right? So we are sending data to particular teams. They will also get the data accordingly for their requirement. They will process it and they can do some business analysis and they can take business decisions. So business will be depends upon all integrations. These all will be automated. That is a main advantage to do the process very quickly. And see the main core capabilities, as I said, cloud integration, API management, open connectors, event mesh, integration advisor, and we have TPM, and we have security and governance. We have seen all these ones one by one, and cloud integration only for end-to-end process integration. It is we created integration like iFlows, integration flows we create, we use securities and we monitor we can do in CPI, and we have the SAP provided one of the most advantage thing is like they have built already integrations and provided it's there in our integration place. I can show you it is almost 760 plus integrations already. They have pre-built integrations. We can use them. We can take it as a reference and we can create new ones. So every company wants custom integrations only. So we can take them as a reference and we can build accordingly. So that is very much advantage for who are like new to the system or they are how to build and they can analyze. So the basic thing is whenever the requirement is coming, we need to analyze what they are looking, why they are looking the data. We can suggest anything, okay, or we can understand the requirement basically. So according to that, we can get idea, and if required, we can use that particular designs already there in SAP. We can see getting some idea how to build, and accordingly we can build. So API management. See, CPI is like batch processing and transformations that is strong in CPI. API management basically for security purpose. Suppose your organization is there, you are sending or you are having some data, some vendor is there, third party vendor, he will API proxies is there, right? The API is there, API URLs endpoints. So the third party person will try to access your API endpoints. So there is a chance of getting like trouble, like hacking or something happen while sending the data. So what API management does, it will be created one proxy for original URL. We don't expose our original URL to outside internet. So like outside our internal, internal network. So it won't expose to internet. We can create one proxy and we are providing that proxy endpoint to the vendor. They will use our proxy endpoint to get the data. So these all security things happen in API management. API will be used in real time. Like whenever something happen, immediately it will be triggered. So the real time we can use API, and batch processing mostly we will go with cloud integrations. And open connectors is it is we have it's wrong 17 not 700 plus, it is 170 plus pre-built connectors. What does API connectors do? Suppose we have different cloud applications apart from SAP. Azure is there, AWS is there, Google is there. So any cloud application, it is like SaaS, software as a service. We just give username and password to login, right? So these services we can connect from our CPI. Always we need their credentials to access them. Their credentials needs to be required, and the setup, there is a setup is there. So standard setup is required. But the open connectors capability provide 170 plus pre-built different cloud applications access. So we just required, we can just use them and just get the access from the particular vendor and access it through this. Because of this, the background settings we know need to manage always. It will be taking care of all the things, how it will be connected and all. We just required one particular username and password from the vendor. Directly we can connect their system. So it is basically to connect outside SAP cloud systems. Open connectors is like event mesh, as I said earlier. Suppose right, if you are waiting for something, you need to go always checking. Instead of you can go and checking to get the information. Whenever the information is there, it automatically triggers one event. That is very easy, right? So automatically you will get notification. You can find out whatever you want. So that will be happen through event mesh. So event like integration advisor is like for business to business integrations. It is basically mainly it is working for business to business integrations. And security and governance, as I said, we can go discuss in our classes all the all the available security options. So the capabilities we have, process automation, real-time insights we have, everything we can able to see through monitoring. If iFlow is fail, why it is fail, we can go and see in monitoring. We have options to see that. We can re-trigger it, we can redeploy, we can use trace to identify the issue. And cloud native, all these are cloud. You can access from anywhere, like anytime. So just you need username and password. There is no dependency, and everything connected globally. So it's not restricted. You don't know where it is stored and all, right? So these are all main capabilities. So the problems with the manual repetitive work or lack of visibility or security compliance or any like scale, like it won't automatically scale in real time like on-premise systems, right? It will be also solved with the cloud. So ultimately the delivery of business is important. Any company, any application or any subject or anything, the main intention or main goal is business needs to be grow. Because of that, these all spends they can put, right. So we need to think only about business, how the business will be go fast, how fast we are providing data to business. That is our understanding. So here we can see why CPI is huge demand, right? Everyone is talking about CPI. It is, now it is very hot. Why it is? Because there are multiple reasons. The companies migrated to CPI. That is one of the reasons. Lot of companies are doing migration from on-premise systems to cloud. Not only data about not only the CPI integrations, it will be their data from S4 HANA to cloud HANA. So these are all the possibilities of companies migrate CPI because of integrations. The main other thing is PIPO, process integration and orchestration, will be ended December 2027. And the HCI, HANA Cloud Integration also, it will be using Neo, but now everywhere using Cloud Foundry. What is a Cloud Foundry? Cloud Foundry is a platform to create all these services. It will be there in BTP. I can show you. So Cloud Foundry will not only work SAP base, it will be work with Microsoft, Amazon, Google, other clouds also it will be integrated. So Cloud Foundry will be main advantage. Everyone is, looking to work on that particular platform. Neo platform is world platform. It is going to be end. And these are all the different applications going to be end. That is one more reason. And you can see what makes CPI so powerful means built-in connectors we have, iFlows and reusability. Whatever we create, we can reusable. Everything we can use again. If same requirements are coming, we don't want to create again. We just create global integrations and we can use them. And enterprise grade, it is high availability. There is no chance of like very less chance of down, and security monitoring and everything is there. So open and extensible. So future ready. It's all about build. BTP itself is a future ready because of all cloud related work. Here you can see why CPI market is, see, digital transformations everywhere. Every industry is integrating cloud to on-premise, on-premise to cloud, all their applications. It's not happening only in SAP. I'm not saying that. It's all overall it's happening like any platform, any technology. But the Amazon is leading, then Azure is leading. Now SAP also leading in their cloud platform applications. So SAP S4HANA also cloud adoption happens, SaaS exploration, more applications are going to be SaaS. Earlier, HR modules are in on-premise. Now SuccessFactors Cloud, Ariba Cloud, Concur Cloud. Every application is moving to SAP also cloud. So there is no chance. Every company needs to move on to the cloud. So this is also one of the reasons to market will be huge. And the real time and event time. Everyone wants real time. People are not ready to spend time. They are very eager to get the data immediately. There is earlier like the people who are experienced, they can get to understand. If you can do any like application, like learning portal, you can do some training and all. You need to be wait 24 hours to update it. It is then only it will be showing like completed. But now it won't happen. It is like immediately whenever your course is completed, it is showing it is completed, you are passed and you are getting 80%, then you're fine. So this is called like real time. The people are not ready to wait 24 hours. So business is like that. So strong roadmaps we have, and I can tell you the roadmap how we are strong in this particular platform. And yeah, we can discuss more about this later. And coming to CPI, we discussed all the capabilities. Now we are going to be discuss one by one capabilities, how it will be working. So in CPI, these all components, the source data is coming from source system, and these all will be happen in integration. These two are called like adapters. If you are having source system, you have CPI, how you are connected using adapters. There are different types of adapters in our CPI. We are covering all the adapters, when to use, where to use, what is the advantage of it, everything I can tell you. Adapters very much important because these are the connections. Every adapter has a configurations. We need to manage those configurations. And target system also same. We are using adapter to connect it. And in the CPI part, we can do integration. We can use transformations, and message mapping means the source data and the required data is not, we are not thinking it's the same. So there is a chance of fields are different fields using different companies, right? So we can map them. Fields are need to be mapped using message mapping and Groovy scripts. See, mostly everything will be set up using like GUI only, like out of box only. But if something we need custom things, so we need to write Groovy. So in our classes, from basic to advanced, all things will be covered from Groovy. From variables, what is variable data types and what conditions, if condition, for loop, while loop, do while. So everything we will cover, and how XML, JSON formats creating in Groovy also covered. Everything you will get basic to advanced knowledge from Groovy also. Don't worry about coding. It's not coding, it's just scripting. It will be very easy to understand, very easy to write. Don't worry about Groovy. Okay. So because of these integration, we can connect, transform, and validate the data. It is coming or not using monitor and route. Suppose we want to send different systems, different process from the source to sending different systems at a time. So we can use route. Route will help us to send multiple systems. And we have other options like multicasting and parallel multicasting, sequential multicasting. We can discuss about those things. And it will be secure, real-time, and scalable, cloud native. These are all the advantages of CPI. Then API management. As I said earlier, we have outside from, we can access from mobile apps, web apps, like any third-party developers, everyone trying to consume API endpoints, but it needs to be secure, right? So we are creating proxy, and proxy endpoints we will share with them. So here you can see secure, protect OAuth 2.0 API keys we are protecting, and certificates and control options we have, like policies, different policies are there. So we can discuss each policy, how it works. And we are authentication and authorization is all important. We can discuss it. And monitor. Already we have enabled some APIs, created APIs and all, right? API proxy and all. Suppose we will do monitoring also. If something, it is not, the endpoint is not working. Okay, API key is not working. Okay, authentication is not working. So we need to go and monitor and test it. And again, we can do fix it. So these all happen our API management. The capability, security, traffic management, and policies, analytics, and developer portal. Developer portal will be available for developers to access endpoints. And the one event mesh, as I said, like producers and consumers. Producers, you can example, I'm saying success factor, employee created, or for sales order created, IoT devices like sensor data generated, or custom applications, you can say business, any business events happen, it will be triggered, right? Real time, we can see these are the event mesh. Here it is publish, route, deliver, monitor, and secure. Events are published to topics and delivered to like here consumers. Subscribers means subscribe will be consumer, will be subscriber. Okay. So whenever employee is created, the information is coming to event as an event to here. Automatically it will be payroll system getting, learning system getting, that employee details, S4 HANA getting, Active Directory getting. So all systems consumers will be getting from here success factor 2. So a sales order created, same will happen, sensor happen. So these particular will be happen, but event mesh, one thing is, if you are strong enough in CPI, you are strong in API, then only event mesh will be understand and you are able to apply it, because this event mesh won't store anything. It will be used CPI and API for the backend. Only these integrations will be like immediate response, immediate, the data will be passing. So these will be like a trigger, but the actual work will be happen backend. So you're strong in CPI and API, event mesh will be huge market and huge opportunities. So first you need to be strong be in CPI and API. That is my recommendation. Then event mesh will be help you in your career. And benefits, you can see real-time communication, events instantly across systems, loose coupling, systems work independently, like without tight dependencies. It is no dependency on each application or each system, because the events will be going all the systems at a time, right? So there is no dependency. High scalability, easily scalable to handle growing events volume. Suppose if you increase 5 more systems, is there any problem? No, right? It will be just passing that events to other 5 systems also. But if you going back and the problem with without integration, like point to point, we can call that integrations are point to point integrations. Each target system need to be connect each other, source and target. So that will be again 5 means 5 5s are like 25. Again integrations will be more. So that is problem with point to point, and this is the advantage with the integrations about cloud and event mesh or CPI, anything. So better insights, utilize real-time data for smarter decisions. Ultimately business, again coming back business. The decisions will be taken by business people. They want data. They don't think about how you are sending the data. They want only data. You are using CPI, you are using API, you are using event mesh. They don't want. They want data at particular time. They want to analyze and taking business decisions. So we can see in our course the real projects here. Employee onboarding, one project we can see employee to SAP S4 HANA. Source is employee central like SuccessFactors and S4 HANA on-premise system. How we are connecting, how we are sending data. We can see employee onboarding process, everything here. The order to cash integration we can see. Here the source is SAP and third party, any we can take any third party system and we can do practice. These are all only projects after our course is completed. But daily in the course, we can show you one integration according to the topic. Suppose we are discussing about one topic like parallel multicasting. I can show you one source, one destination or 3 destinations, target system destination means. So how we are sending data to 3 target systems at a time, because it's a parallel multicasting. If it is sequential, how it happens. So everything I can explain in real time. I can show you in practical, and you can also do same practice in your free trial account in CPI. Then only you can understand. If you can just listen theory, there is no use. You need to be daily practice. Next 45 days, you will be expert in CPI. Definitely, I can assure you. But you need to do practice. So we can see these all projects in our after course, like banking statement, how we are sending banking statement. For see here SFTP we can use, and SFTP, how the data is picking from SFTP and sent to the SAP. Then learning completions integration. We can see this in API, how the data is picking, sending API, we can discuss here. So all the projects I can cover CPI, API, and one event mesh also. See, this one is event mesh, notify systems. So all related projects, all related applications we need to cover. And this is the roadmap for our course, 45 days to 60 days plan it is. So first integration will be like first introduction will be happen first 3 days. Then fundamentals, you can see integration development, it will happen. Then Groovy scripting, security and adapters, API management, event mesh, open connectors, monitoring and observe monitoring and real time projects we can see like 6 days. Each day one project we can cover. Okay. And interview preparation and career advantage, like you want to create for now career, you want resume, so we can provide all the information. So what you will achieve with this hands-on labs, real integration. Like we can guide, our team will guide you if you have any doubts. Like if you want to do certification, we can help you. So what you will become after the course, you will become like integration consultant, and you can strong foundation about how to all the possibilities like capabilities of API or event mesh, and you can ready to join any company to do the work, because I can show you all what happened in the real time in companies, because I can tell just the theory part. If you are going in company, you are suppose you are working on CPI, that's fine, but you are planning to move, career switch happens, very problem, right? So whatever happens in the company, I can explain same thing, so you are very much easier to move from one technology to another. So this is a like enrollment thing. If you go with enroll today, it will be very benefit for you. Like you can think there is no point to research today only. It's just okay. So these all the things we can cover in our classes and everything. If you have any doubts, you can discuss with me before going to that discussion class. I can show you, right? I can tell you like this is a platform home page or welcome page for BTP cockpit. We can say SAP BTP cockpit. You can just go and Google it. Go BTP cockpit. It will show you like a sign in page or register. You do register, you will see this page. See, this is a trial version. We have 90 days of it. Just 75 days is completed. So it is only 15 days is there for me. I can tell you what is like here we can see global account, right? What is a global account, sub account, cloud foundry, and entitlements? What is that instance and subscriptions? So here instance and subscriptions is the part where we can create all the services, all the instances. So integration suite is one of the service. So from here we created directly. If you create, it won't work. It will be just you can click on it. It will be coming like error. But you need to give some roles to the particular user. How we are providing roles. What are the roles are required to access it. Here you can see the roles. So roles collections. So these are all roles I have assigned myself to access all the applications. You can see here 42 roles are there. So what is these roles? Why we are adding them? We can see after that when you are clicking, it will be opening like this. This is the place we work daily in our real time, like integration suite. So in real time, your developer, you can see only see like discover, design, and monitor. These are all not required to get all the things, all the page you can see here. It is not there in real time. Okay. This is a free trial account. We can do everything in this particular portal. Because of that, these are many options are there. These options will be getting only consent roles will be assigned. So here integration is there. These are the capabilities. So integration, API, trading partner, like we can see business suite, and connectivity means open connectors, and these all the capabilities whatever we required we can tell for our course. So as I said, we have pre-built integrations SAP provided, right? You can see them in discover page. Here 778 pre-built integrations are there. You can use them, take it as a reference to create anything. Like I can say success factor to service now. See here, SAP success factor integration with service now. You can just take it as a reference. Don't use it because versions will be problem. So if you can click on copy, it will go and sit in your design page, design and here. But that won't recommend it. You just open it and take it as a reference, and you can custom your own. Then you can like get the subject as well as experience. So here you can see replicate SAP SuccessFactors users to ServiceNow users. Whatever the users are there in SuccessFactors, they want to replicate same data to ServiceNow. How they built it. I can show you 2 minutes only. Don't mind. Don't take much time. Okay. Okay. You can see these are the integrations. You can see how we are connecting each other, how we are building. So this will be start using. It means we can set up a time daily. What what time it will be trigger scheduler. So accordingly it will be run. Each component have here there are different components there. Each component we have configuration settings backend. So we need to place it. Suppose this is one script. See here you can see script. We can able to read it also. What the script they written. We can change it for our requirement. This is the script, Groovy scripting. They used it. What for what purpose they used? Here they mentioned date format and date dot format. They define it like this is the time zone. So accordingly it will be run. Okay. So every component, so router, we have router here. It will be ended. If no records found, it will be ended. Records are found, it will be going forward. And the data is coming where? Success factor, right? Here you can see adapter, success factor adapter and connection settings. It will be go and connect this particular system, and you can see the query here. Here you can see the query, select user ID, address, everything. Whatever they want, they can bring it from success factor and sending. If records are found, it will be go. If records, there is no record. Okay, one day, Saturday, Sunday, there is no employee joined, right? No records. Okay, it will be end. So that will be happen. So this is a sample. You can see 776 samples are there. As per our requirement, we can use it. And design, this is place we can do. This is the place we can create packages, artifacts, everything. So this is a package. One package is like one group of work. Then same work will be happen through artifacts. And also I can create, suppose I can create one package I'm just creating. So package is created. Now we can go and create one artifact. We see these all global things. I mean, whenever whatever we are creating here, it will be used in different integrations in particular work. Suppose you can see script collection, also global script collection, value mapping and message mapping. Whatever we create inside integration flow, that is only part of integration, one integration. But we can create outside integration. We can use it any integration. So suppose the integration, this is called iFlow, and so I just created it. Okay, I just do save and we can open it. See, this is a first iFlow, how we are connecting and what is the source, what is the target, what are the things we can, these are all called palettes. We are using all these options, routing, these are different options, security, and you can see here the transformation options. And here you can see events. These are called events start, event, end. So events, and you can see exceptions of process, integration process, local integration. This is called integration process. Local integration process means we can get another integration here, and you can see exceptions of process. For every integration we can get some exceptions of process inside integration process. If any issue is coming, it will be triggered. Okay, so you can see receiver and senders. You can have multiple receivers, you can take it, multiple senders, you can take it. So these are all we can discuss in coming classes. It's just for demo I'm showing you, and these are the integrations and APIs. And we can see here the monitor. This is very much important monitoring also, because whatever we have created iFlows or already existing iFlows, we need to monitor daily basis. If any issues, we need to find out why the issue is. See message status overview, like everything will be there. All artifacts, past 1 hour or all, you can get the results. It is failed or successful status, right? And we can use this particular monitoring section for PGP keys encryption, key store, security materials. In security materials, we have different as options, as I said. So user credentials, OAuth credentials, known host, we discuss everything. Every option we are going to be discussed in our classes. So this is demo. Thank you for everything. and tell me, I mean, if you have any doubts and all, please ask.
In future, can we expect I mean, artificial
Sorry?
intelligence? We can,
Sorry?
in, sorry. In future, can we expect AI into this SAP?
Yeah, you can expect, because Joel is there in SAP side, but you need to understand the concepts on all SAP and the cloud, like alongside API. Any functionality, first you need to understand, then you can use AI, because AI is not guaranteed it is true, right? So we need to
Correct,
judge
correct,
whatever it is giving. We need to judge it is true or not. So definitely AI will help you, but if you are having that capability to understand.
correct. Yeah.
Guys, any questions? Not only for this particular, you can ask any questions. I can tell you. When you are switching the career or you are starting the career, any doubts or any clarification, if you want how